right, there we go. Hey, good afternoon, guys. Good evening. Just a little bit after, is it 5 o'clock yet? Gosh, almost 5 o'clock this evening. Hey, BAMWX.com, meteorologist Michael Clark. I wanted to get on here and kind of talk about this storm system as it's going to be moving in here over the next couple of days. There's a lot of information out there floating around about big snow in Illinois and accumulating snow here in Indiana, and some very, very important trends, very important key factors to this system that are going to make snow a little hard to come by. And I think that some of these things here we need to discuss because they're important. And it's why I posted earlier that when you're going off of free information, you're likely to make mistakes that can cost you a lot of money, especially, my friends, where we're doing this business-to-business stuff, and you're looking at salting stuff and plowing and trying to coordinate schedules and paying people payroll and all this other stuff based on these free forecasts. I've even seen paid forecasts, forecasts that cost money, that are suggesting 1 to 3 inches of snow for Indianapolis here coming up on Saturday. So I want to talk about this. I want to take a look right now at our current situation. This is current radar, and what I want you to note, something that's very, very interesting, is your area of low pressure, your spin, is going to be noted out here across portions of western Missouri and eastern Kansas. Where that spin is basically the center of the storm and where that's located. You can see all the moisture working in from the Gulf. Up here from the south, you see all the greens filling in, some of the heavier reds and yellows in the Tennessee Valley, up through Kentucky and lower Ohio Valley. Well, there's a void up here. There's a lot of coverage, a lot of land up here that has a lot of dry air that it's dealing with. What's happening is all the way out here across the western plains, you're drawing in a ton of dry air. It's being entrained up into the system, not only from the higher latitudes, if you will, but also from the deep south as well. We're pulling in a lot of dry air into the main center of circulation of this storm system. We also have a lot of moisture down to the south, so that's going again to act to rob a lot of the moisture to the north. The other thing that's interesting, Brett, if we could pause on the latest frame. The other thing that's interesting is just current temperatures and just how warm things are. I will tell you that it's too warm for a lot of places to be getting any impacts on the pavement. All right, we do have heavy snow falling, or at least moderate snow, across portions of western Illinois and eastern Missouri, even in St. Louis area. But temperatures are above freezing, and even at temperatures at 32, 33 degrees make it difficult for there to be impacts on pavement at all, especially if there's treatment down. Okay. Temperatures here across the state, we're in the 40s. We're 45 here, 40s all across Ohio, and we are going to advect in some very, very warm air. In fact, what's remarkable is our information now, our high resolution data that's come in here to the weather office this afternoon is that much warmer temperatures in the shorter term. We're talking low 50s tomorrow across the Ohio Valley. So let's get into our show here. Again, just want to kind of show you the overall general picture here and what we're looking at with this. All right, so we'll go back here and I'll start us at the beginning. What you're looking at is our current satellite, okay? Our current low-level water vapor imagery here. And what you can see again is the center of the area of low pressure. Well, there's this massive connection of drier air up into here, again, into the higher latitudes. And look at all the dry air down south here across the deep south. All that is that low pressure system is drawing all of that in. If there's going to be any snow, it would have to come from this low that would move into the Ohio Valley, getting in here into the weekend, into tomorrow night and Saturday. The problem is as we've gotten closer with higher resolution data, we're zapping this precipitation shield. It's shrinking. The QPF, or the moisture in these systems, is drastically dwindling with time, okay? Here's a look at our forecast radar product. This is our high resolution rapid refresh model known as the HRRR. Just going here over the next 36 hours. There will be rain. There'll be some here tomorrow morning for the commute. But note here, even across the western portions of Illinois, eastern Iowa, Missouri, the snow continues just to kind of have holes in it. It's not a real organized deal here. It's not really filled in a lot, if you will. We note that this model, with each run that comes in, it's shrinking this shield of precipitation, and it's coming in warmer with temperatures. What's even more interesting is there's some images floating around, even from local media, of significant accumulating snow of 2, 3, 4, even 5 inches possible on Saturday north of I-70. A lot of it's coming from the good old NAM computer model, we call the NAM 3. It's bringing in a pretty good burst of snow into the area here Saturday. You can see all the heavy blues coming in. This would be Saturday morning from about 6 a.m. out through about 6 p.m. In fact, it has a heavy burst of snow Saturday night between the hours of 4 to 6 p.m. across central Indiana, and all this heavy snow up here across northern Illinois as well. But not so fast, all right? We see all this. It looks neat. The blues, it's suggesting the snow. The models show it. But the thermal profiles and everything are not on our side here for accumulating snow. Not to mention the trend. A lot of times as a forecaster, when we're providing information to paying customers, the trend of what we're providing is more important than what we're showing you the face value at. And that's very important when thinking about especially situations like this. All right, this is a look at our high-resolution computer model tomorrow, Friday, 51 Indianapolis. The morning run of the GFS model had Indy tomorrow at 40 degrees. So it's interesting to note the high-resolution data, coming in some 10, 12 degrees warmer for, just the same time period. Right? So that's certainly going to be a problem as we warm these temperatures up. We'll go throughout the course of tomorrow night. This is tomorrow night at midnight. Your area-wide 37 across central Indiana. I'm just using central Indiana as a general idea to show you kind of the comparisons of the thought process here overall. Okay, you look at here as we get out through Saturday morning. This is 7 a.m. Again, mid-30s across the area, 37 degrees across the area. This is the GFS model that was running too cool as of just 12 hours ago this morning. Okay, this is Saturday throughout the day. 35 in Indianapolis. We have data where we blend our models together that are much warmer than this by 3 to 4 degrees, or 2 to 3 degrees, if you will, across the area. So even at its coldest point, these temperatures are well above freezing. 37 Noblesville, 37 Frankfort, 38 up in Lafayette. That's entirely too warm for there to be accumulating snow, especially in Indianapolis. Okay, so this is a look at a plot here of Indianapolis temperatures as we go throughout the course of the day. On Saturday. Note here for a time between 1 p.m. over towards 4 p.m. temperatures go to 36, 37 degrees here in the city. Okay, 35 as we get even to 7 p.m. Saturday night. And so we're dealing with an issue of warm air. There's really no question about it. The favored solution here, which believe it or not, in terms of how it's handled this storm system, has been the GFS model. It just has never bit on these big snow totals, on this big accumulation of rain and snow. It's just been on the lower side of things. And as we've gone through the last 36 hours, we've seen very good performance by this model. All right, so this is the Saturday simulated radar product. Note it has, Friday night to Saturday, it has no snow in northern Illinois. Okay, venture on over here for Chicago even, venture on over here to Indianapolis, central Indiana, not barely any snow at all. So I'm not saying that snow can't mix in because I believe that it can. I believe that snow can mix in Saturday, and at times it may come down heavy here and there. But if the trend continues, if the trend in the high-res data as we get closer to zap this system with the dry air issues that we're clearly seeing, then this may be even overdone. So that's a possibility. So here's what my case in point, my argument for you. This is these are both high-resolution models. This is the NAM that ran just an hour and a half ago. This is the HRRR that ran at the same time. All right, the HRRR has been doing such a much better job with this. All right, this is total accumulating snow out through 36 hours. So this goes to midnight Saturday. You're talking pretty heavy snowfall amounts here across Chicago, 3, 4, 5, even 6 inches, all the way down across central western Illinois into the eastern portions of Missouri and Iowa. Same time frames, different model. The higher resolution model here on the right, which is the HRRR model, cuts these totals down by some 70–80%. All right, so it's significant. It would suggest that additionally, Chicago, Rockford area, you're checking in at around an inch and a half of snow right now. It would suggest additionally, you may only get a ½ inch or inch of snow additionally throughout the remainder of this event. The European model is just going crazy with snow. It's got all kinds of accumulation out here. Here's a look at that NAM model that takes it all the way out through Saturday, which is why you're seeing these images here for accumulating snow across central Indiana. Okay, it's got areas getting 8, 9, 10 inches of snow in northern Illinois. This is only a 48-hour forecast. Okay, so we've got a problem here in this computer model data, but I will tell you, each new run that comes in with this stuff, it's shrinking it. It's taking down the overall impacts from this system. All right. So the favored outcome really would look something like this, where you're just not, maybe another 1.5 inches in northern Illinois, maybe, if the surface temperatures are even cold enough to take it. All right. And the pavement, I don't think with all the treatment down and the way the trends have gone with this could be a major bust for a lot of agencies. A lot of people are still calling for big snows here. In fact, I thought I had an image, Brett, at the beginning that showed the latest Weather Channel forecast.
Yeah, I think you did. Yep,
there it is. So this is the latest forecast from the Weather Channel that just came out. This was just tweeted 30 minutes ago. All right? 1 to 3 inches for Indianapolis, 5 to 8 inches for northern Illinois. Again, drastic trends towards warmer and drier with each new run of our high-resolution sets of computers. Okay? So that's, again, certainly, in my opinion, that's a big problem. And I think, just looking at this right here, this tells us a lot of what we need to know in terms of the dry air. All right? In terms of these warmer temperatures, just look at how warm tomorrow we are here across the area, 51 degrees. So, guys, if you're seeing 2-3 inches of snow in Indianapolis, just don't think it's right. I just think it's incorrect. Okay? I've been wrong before, and I'll be wrong again, but I don't think I'm wrong this time. Okay? So here's what I want to do. I want to open it up for some questions. All right? We'll open it up for some questions, and then we'll wrap it up here with showing our photo of the day, and I'll show you one more time again our favored solution for snowfall for this event. All right? Again, it's not much, mainly due to the warm surface temperatures. So I'm going to go through some comments. Calm down, everyone. No French toast this weekend. I do love a good French toast, though, so I'm a little upset about that. I do like to enjoy some French toast. Mika says the dry air issue has been in the water vapor loop for 2 days. That is a very good point, Mika, for sure. Terry says thank you. You're welcome. Matt, great job. Thank you. Holly, you do a great job. Thank you. Winter being as warm as it has been, do you think summer will be colder to balance out? No, I don't. I think it possibly could be warmer, actually. Melissa says, why do models vary so much? They just, models go off different, initialization schemes, different solutions. The problem is that for a time there could be a lot of snow falling. The models just aren't smart enough to figure out that it may not be able to accumulate. When you have these questionable thermal profiles, you have to be very careful. All right. My favorite solution is for snow is move to Hawaii. Okay. Great unfiltered info. Justin says, thank you, Justin. I appreciate that. Thanks for the information. Who is winning the January snow bet so far? Cheyenne asked that. That would be Vince. Vince bet we wouldn't get any snow till February 3rd. And so far, he's winning that bet so far. If for some reason we do get 3 inches of snow here Saturday morning, Brett will win. So, but that's not going to happen. Yeah, delete my comment, clowns. Adrian, bring your comment on in here, all right? Let's see what you got to say. Let's see what you got to say here. Let's see if you and I can have a little bit of fun. We'll see who the clown is, all right? Get out of here. Get lost. All right, so what do we got here? Who is winning? Yeah, we answered that. Sorry if you covered this already, Barry. Yeah, ask your question. I don't know if I saw it. Ask it again. Okay. Love your show. Sherry, thank you. Guys, is there any other questions in any other platforms? Just to make sure I'm not missing any.
Jimmy on YouTube said great job.
Thank you. Jimmy on YouTube. That's nice of you. Appreciate that. I'm still waiting on Adrian Lotta to comment back in here. Come on now, Adrian. Keyboard warriors. Where do we rate with warmest and wettest January? I believe, gosh.
For the continental United States, that'll be the third warmest.
Yeah, we're looking to be the third warmest January so far. In terms of wettest, I can't remember. Everybody's pretty wet though.
Yeah, I think we're slightly wetter than normal. For Indy, we're 6th warmest right now.
Yep. Yeah, Christopher, we showed the Weather Channel saying 1 to 3 inches, and we didn't, like I said, we we talked about why we didn't think that would be likely. All right, so Fort Wayne, snow or ice, nothing. You're not going to get anything in Fort Wayne. You'll get some snowflakes. Maybe a ½ inch of snow falls on the grass or something. All right. All right. Taylor Strange, we need snow. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We do need snow. We haven't had any, unfortunately. But all right, guys. At any rate, we do appreciate you all checking out our stream. Again, we'll keep you posted. You can go back and watch, what everything was saying here and the general forecast ideas. Again, we've got some stuff in the making, but we've got the opportunity to sponsor streams here. Okay, so if you want to sponsor these live hits, we reach a lot of people with these. So feel free to check it out. All right. I do want to show the photo of the day. Can we go to the photo of the day real quick? This was sent in from Doug Shelby. All right, this is showing that sundog. Pretty neat picture here out of Indianapolis. Very, very neat photo here this afternoon. So we appreciate you sending those in, guys. Those are always fun to look at. But that's all I have here. Thanks for joining our live stream. Again, share it with your friends. Let folks know. We'll talk to you soon.